Welcome everyone, I'm Archith Seshadri. Thanks so much for joining us. It is Sunday, November the 26th. The time now is 3:30 here in New Delhi. A quick look at all the top stories making headlines. First up, in South Asia, more than 200 people are hurt and 150 protesters arrested as anti-government protests intensify in Pakistan. Pakistan's Prime Minister and the army chief plan to hold an important meet to discuss the situation in Islamabad.
बहादुर नागरिकों, पुलिसकर्मी, सुरक्षाकर्मी, उन हर किसी का स्मरण करता है, उनको नमन करता है जिन्होंने अपनी जान गंवाई।
While addressing the country in his 38th edition of the Mann Ki Baat radio address, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi salutes the martyrs of the 26/11 terror attack on the 9th anniversary. The Prime Minister says terrorism is challenging humanity and the world should unite to defeat it. Election time in Nepal as polling begins for the first phase of the national and provincial assembly elections. More than 3 million voters cast their vote in 32 districts, with 702 candidates up for the run. North Korea's army digs a trench at defection site in an attempt to prevent other soldiers from escaping to South Korea. Pyongyang replaces nearly all the soldiers along the border where North Korean soldier escaped earlier on. And in sports, Indian shutler PV Sindhu falls short in her bid for a fourth Super Series title. The world number 3 loses in straight games to world number 1 and defending champion Tai Tzu Ying in the final of the Hong Kong Open. India is observing the 9th anniversary of the worst terrorist attack in the country. This after the 26/11 attacks back in 2008. 10 terrorists armed with AK-47s, ammunition and grenades from Pakistan stormed into the financial capital of Mumbai on that night 9 years ago. On November the 26th, they unleashed carnage for 3 consecutive days. The Pakistan terrorists targeted 6 locations, included the crowded Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, 5-star hotels, including the Taj Mahal Palace and Oberoi Trident, the popular Leopold Cafe, and Nariman House. 9 of the terrorists were killed in joint operations, but 1 was caught alive, Ajmal Kasab. He was hanged to death in 2012. Well, again, it's been 9 years since the tragic and deadly terror attacks on 26/11, but the pain for the victims and the eyewitnesses still can be felt. Devika Rotawan was just 8 years old when she was shot in the leg at the Shivaji Terminus on that fateful day back in November of 2008. In fact, she was the youngest witness in the Mumbai terror attacks trial, where she identified Ajmal Kasab. Here is her story.
जब मुझे ऑपरेशन थिएटर से बाहर लाया गया था, जब मैंने मेरे पैर में सलिया देखा था, ये देख के मैं खुद डर गई थी। कभी सोचा नहीं था ऐसा होगा, जब तो बहुत छोटी थी। ये सब होता भी क्या है, ऑपरेशन, गोली लगना, ये सब कुछ पता नहीं था। सिर्फ फिल्म वगैरह पिक्चर में देखा था, हाँ ऐसी फायरिंग होती है, हीरोइन का देखा रहता था, बस वो तब रियल लाइफ में देखा था। तब मैंने मेरे पापा को, डॉक्टर को पूछा था कि मैं ज़िंदगी में आगे चल पाऊंगी या नहीं, तो मुझे बोले थे हाँ आप चल पाओगे, बट बहुत टाइम जाएगा। और वैसा कि मुझे बहुत टाइम तक चली और छूट भी गई, और नसीब भगवान की दुआ, मेरे भगवान माँ बाप का आशीर्वाद मुझ पे कि मैं चल भी पाई।
करीबन 166 लोगों को मौत हुई, मार डाला है आतंकवादियों ने, और करीबन 300 घायल किया। घायल में मेरी बेटी है। मैं तो ये बोलना चाहता हूँ, जो ये आतंकी हमला करने वाला मास्टरमाइंड तो वो पाकिस्तान में बैठा है, उसको पकड़ के क्यों नहीं लाओ? कसाब को फांसी दिया, मैं खुशी हूँ उसको, लेकिन मेरे को इतना खुश नहीं होगा। कसाब को फांसी देकर कोई फ़ायदा नहीं हुआ अपने को। जो मास्टरमाइंड को फांसी दोगे ने तो अपनी एक सक्सेस अपना रहेगा।
देखो, उस रात की काली रात को हम लोग भूल नहीं पाते। 26 तारीख आते हैं, इतना टेंशन होता है कि हमने उस मंजर को देखा है, हालात से गुजरा है। देखो उस दिन मैंने भी 3-4 गोली से बचा है, बहुत सारे लोगों ने निकाला है, लेकिन वो मंजर आज भी आता है तो बहुत बेकार लगता है। पूरे वर्ल्ड में ऐसा हादसा नहीं होना चाहिए, और मैं सरकार से ये गुजारिश करूँ, हादसे को रोकने के लिए कुछ अच्छे से अच्छे उपाय ढूंढे।
Well, the country also paid tribute to the martyrs who laid down their lives while fighting terrorists in Mumbai. One of those brave hearts was Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan. He was a team commander of 51 Special Action Group that was deployed in the operation at the Taj Hotel to rescue the hostages. He died while saving the lives of 14 people who were held as hostages by terrorists in the third floor of the hotel. He was later awarded the Ashoka Chakra award for his bravery and for his sacrifice. Let's listen in to his father, who remembers him on this very day.
Sandeep got the opportunity. Sandeep was called for that, and then Sandeep did his duty very well. That is his greatness. What Sandeep has done is, after Sandeep took over, there was no death in Taj. That is his greatness. And he never allowed anybody to die before him. So that is his greatness.
Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also paid tribute to the victims of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. He addressed the nation through the 38th edition of his Mann Ki Baat radio program. Modi vowed to take tougher security measures to fight terrorism, calling terrorism as a global threat as well as a threat to humanity. Modi has also urged the international community and world leaders to fight terrorism together. Listen in.
देश उन बहादुर नागरिकों, पुलिसकर्मी, सुरक्षाकर्मी, उन हर किसी का स्मरण करता है, उनको नमन करता है, जिन्होंने अपनी जान गंवाई। यह देश कभी उनके बलिदान को नहीं भूल सकता। आतंकवाद आज विश्व के हर भूभाग में और एक प्रकार से प्रतिदिन होने वाली घटना का एक अति भयंकर रूप बन गई है। हम भारत में तो गत 40 वर्ष से आतंकवाद के कारण बहुत कुछ झेल रहे हैं।
Well, terror activities are not just bound to certain countries in the world anymore. It's going to be the biggest threat faced by the world today. Let's take a look at some of the other major terrorist incidents around the world.
There is hardly any prominent place left in the world where terrorists have not struck. Even the places which were once considered safe or out of reach of terrorists have not been left untouched by terror waves, be it in America or Europe. After creating mayhem in various parts of Asia and Africa, the terrorists started to train their guns at Europe and America. The first major terrorist incident which made the people realize about the menace of terrorism took place in the United States in 2001. Predominantly known as the 9/11 attacks, nearly 3,000 people were killed and many more thousands were injured when Al-Qaeda terrorists launched a series of coordinated attacks on various US targets, including striking Twin Towers of the World Trade Center and defense building Pentagon. India also witnessed its own kind of 9/11 when 10 heavily armed Pakistani terrorists struck the financial capital of India, Mumbai, in 2008, leaving 166 dead and hundreds of others injured. The carnage by terrorists went on for 3 days before 9 terrorists were neutralized by the Indian security agencies and 1 caught alive. More than a decade later, terrorists struck various European cities after monsters of ISIS raised their tentacles in the Levant region of the Middle East. In an attack claimed by so-called Islamic State in 2015, gunmen and suicide bombers simultaneously attacked a concert hall, a stadium, restaurants and bars, leaving 130 people dead in the French capital, Paris. In another terror attack, again claimed by ISIS terrorists, at least 87 people who were celebrating Bastille Day in Nice were mowed down by a 19-ton cargo truck in France in 2016. Nearly 500 others were also injured in the attack. Terrorists struck yet again, this time in the British city of Manchester in this year. 23 concert goers were killed as a bomb went off when people were leaving the Manchester Arena after a concert by the American singer Ariana Grande. No doubt the global terror incidents have united the world community, but there is a need to ensure that there are no double standards in fighting the menace. Bureau Report, WION.
And that's all the time that we have on this bulletin of WION. World is One News. Don't forget you can download our WION app and watch the news 24/7 and also on our website wionnews.com. You can track all of these stories on our digital, mobile and social media platforms. I'm Archith Seshadri. Thanks again for joining us. Enjoy your Sunday.